Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I'm a makeup artist and I'm going to be showing you how to do my signature fluffy brows. So I'm going to first start by brushing up my brows with my Benefit brow brush in an upwards direction. And then I'm going to be taking my Anastasia brow powder duo in the shade Soft Brown. And I'm going to start with a lighter shade to add color and then go in the darker shade to add depth. So once again, starting with my Benefit brow brush, I'm going to start doing hair-like strokes upwards just to add depth throughout the brow. So when I was younger, I overplucked my brows quite a bit. So people say that my brows are full. I'd say I'd like them fuller. So I like to fake the appearance of really full brows. So within the arch, I like to do a bit of a rounded finish just so it adds more fullness right there, but also doesn't make them feel too squared off, boxy, just very soft. And I like to take my spoolie as I go and brush through the product just so it's evenly distributed and I'm not overusing any powder. I'm going to take a little bit more in the front to add extra fullness and a upward stroke. Like so, you see the difference? So now I'm going to be taking the darker shade in the brow powder duo and I'm going to start to add a little bit more, especially around here. That's where most of my thinness of my brows resides. Like so. For a more microbladed effect, I'm going to be taking the new Sephora Collection microblade pen and I'm going to be creating hair strokes to add a little bit more fullness. So I'm going to be taking the pen and creating hair-like strokes throughout, add fullness and give the effect of more brow hairs as opposed to just a powder. So now that my pen and powder are in, I'm going to brush through my brows once more and then we're going to go into brow gel. I want to give the effect of the new hot trend brow lamination, so I'm going to go with 2 different brow gels to add more volume and also the fullness that brow lamination gives the brows. So I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in the shade Caramel, and I'm going to start by backcombing the brow hairs and then I'm going to fluff them back up. Because my brow hairs are naturally very blonde, this is a really great tip in between tints to get all the hairs and make them appear a lot more fuller than they normally would look. And then I'm going to be going in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. What I love about this brush is that it's not your standard spoolie. So it has the flat side and the skinny side. I'm going to start with the skinny side and pull up. Then we use the flat side to glue it down. And then to finish off this brow, I'm going to carve it out with a bit of concealer. The concealer I'm going to carve out my brows with is the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer. What I love about this is that it's so thin, it's not going to feel thick underneath the brow, and thus it's not going to add texture. Taking a flat concealer brush, this one's from Morphe Cosmetics, and I'm just going to add it to the brush. And then underneath, I'm just going to be following the line of my brows. So doing this is one of my biggest tricks just because I don't get my brows waxed anymore. So it creates the illusion that I have a fresh brow wax. This is great for people who don't necessarily have a lot of brow hairs and are wanting to create the illusion that their pencil didn't do all the work. And I'm just going to softly blend down. I'm just going to take my ring finger and just soften the concealer. And that's one brow done. So I'm going to show you how to do the other one. You can watch and learn. Taking my spoolie once again, I'm going to brush up. I'm going into my Anastasia brow powder duo in Soft Brown. I'm taking the lighter shade and I'm softly filling in hair-like strokes throughout. For brow beginners, I find brow powder is very easy to work with. You're not overusing product, and if you're someone who goes through brow pencils very quick, brow powder is a great option because you're not going to use it up within the month. I'm going in with the darker color now to add more depth throughout. Going back in with my Sephora Collection microblade pen, I'm going to go back and add more hair strokes just to add more depth. Give the illusion of real hairs throughout the brows. Once again, I'm going to spoolie the brows out just to distribute the product, starting with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. This product's great because it's waterproof, so if you're someone who likes to go swimming, maybe it's summertime and you find your brows don't last all day, it's going to be a great option. It's not going to sweat off, not going to budge. And then back in with my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And then to finish off, I'm going to carve out the brows once again with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer using my Morphe concealer brush. I'm just going to go in and add a little extra powder. And that's my everyday signature fluffy brow.